Hey guys, this is round 2 of the Hall of Origin, the 5th Hall of Origin tournament, and it's against PSP Titan, which is my 3rd battle against him. In this battle, I got off to a pretty bad start, but yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Just watch. Okay, so he leads with Zowayixx, I lead with Registeel. He tricks a Choice Specs on me, which is not good, and then he gets a Thunder Wave off on my Gengar, which is also not good. So now I'm thinking that I might actually lose this one. So now he sends out Suicune. I'm paralyzed, and I just started laughing at this point because things are going so bad for me. Okay, well now I switch out my Gengar, send in Metagross to explode on it, but I kind of predicted his prediction of me exploding, so I decided to not explode and just go for the Rock Slide. And I probably should have went for Earthquake or something, but yeah. Okay, so he sends in Metagross, takes the Rock Slide pretty well. He has Agility, which doesn't really matter that much because he's already faster than I am, and I Earthquake him. He's almost dead. Now he Earthquakes me, but I survive thanks to my Shuka Berry. And these super effective weakening berries are really helpful. I'm not sure why they're so underused. Yeah, because in this battle it really helped me out here, as you just saw. I took out Agility Metagross thanks to it. Alright, now he sends in his Jolteon. I know he's going to sub up, try to pass a Salic Berry, so I just stay in an Earthquake. And I kind of thought he would go for a Thunderbolt now, because in our last battle he kept subbing up, so I consider switching, but I just decided to stay in to be safe, and Metagross goes down because of the Thunderbolt. So now I send in my Salamence, my other Earthquaker, to weaken the Jolteon, because I know he's just going to keep subbing up until he can get the Salic Berry to activate. So I just go for the Earthquake here, destroy the sub. He subs again next turn, and then I just keep destroying it. So yeah, pretty boring for now, but it gets pretty interesting later. So yeah, sub, Earthquake, useless crit there. Sub, Dragon Claw, just shake it up a bit, or I don't know. Okay, so his Salic Berry activates. I'm predicting a Baton Pass now to his damn it, Suicune, but he actually goes for the Azelf. I'm not sure why, because Azelf is already pretty fast, but I just go for the Dragon Claw to do as much damage on whatever comes in. It does a decent amount actually, almost kills it, and he Thunderbolts, doesn't knock out my Salamence, and he dies because of Life Orb Recoil. So now he sends in the Swellow, and I'm predicting him to Protect to get the Flame Orb activated, but he actually goes for a Pursuit, which is pretty cool. Doesn't knock out my Salamence though, so I switch in Registeel, which I think will wall his Swellow, and he switches to Jolteon, thinking that I might Thunder Wave, but I actually go for the Stealth Rock. I'm not sure why. I just thought it might help me out later on, and I think it does. So now I switch into Blissey to force him to switch out his Jolteon. I was kind of hoping he might forget that there's Stealth Rock up, so if he switches out Jolteon, then he comes in, he'll die right away. So he doesn't, he Thunderbolts, I put up the light screen, and now he switches out, which is what I was hoping for. Switches into Swellow. I was going to Ice Beam there, but I got Parahaxed, and it doesn't come. Now he Facades, and this does a huge amount of damage to my Blissey. I mean, it has like, I think 315 base power now, after Guts, Stab, and Facades effect, and almost knocks out my Blissey, but it doesn't, luckily, and I'm able to knock it out with Ice Beam. Now Jolteon comes in and dies. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Now comes in his Suicune, the star of his team, or that's what it seemed like. Now he Surfs, doesn't knock out my Blissey thanks to the light screen, which is pretty cool, and I get the Thunder Wave off, which takes out his Lumberry, which is always helpful against Suicunes that have the Calm Mind Rest tactic thing. Now I send in Registeel, and I was hoping to explode on it to do some damage to it, but he switches in Zowayixx, which is his other wall, his only other Pokemon, which are both walls, or tank type things, and getting as much damage on those things always helps, so I wasn't too bummed out about the switch. Alright, so now I send in Gengar. He Protects, maybe to scout me because I Shadow Ball, and here's where I was deciding between Shadow Ball or Energy Ball. And I decided to go with Energy Ball, and I'm glad I did, because he switches into Suicune, and Energy Ball does a decent chunk of damage, and this might have changed the game for me. I'm not sure. Probably. Okay, well he Surfs, doesn't knock me out, and I'm able to finish him off with Energy Ball. And At this point I was pretty relieved. I mean, I have like 3 Pokemon left and he has a weakened, paralyzed Yuxi. Okay, so he goes for the Protect just to stall me out, but he gets paralyzed. Or we both get paralyzed, which was pretty stupid. But next turn I'm able to go first. He doesn't try to Protect again. I go first, I Shadow Ball him, and that's a good game. Up next is the final round of the tournament. It's not going to be narrated, but enjoy anyways.